Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of Empire State of Sports. I'm your host tonight again, Danny B, with, of course, Karan, Topher, and, of course, Christina. How's it going, guys? It's free agency for the NFL. Our New York Football Giants made a lot of moves. A little head-scratching move today, but a lot of positive moves. We are looking at the Tennessee Giants in Tennessee. We'll talk about that later on. And the Knicks are slumping again. So before we take it away on our topics tonight, I hope everyone's doing well. How's everyone doing tonight?
Really good.
Oh,
Really
good.
well.
Ready to go. Excited. Free
All right.
agency, round out the NBA season. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. So the first topic, we made a lot of moves in free agency. We re-signed Jermaine Illuminor, which was very big. We signed Isaiah Likely, the tight end from Baltimore. Very wealthy contract for a tight end. A lot of other smaller pieces. We got a all-pro punter in Stout. Bunch of little moves that gets the fan base moving and going and everything else like that. Wasn't a oh my god grand slam moves, but a lot of moves that would make the fan base happy and excited. What was your favorite move so far, Christina, in the last couple of days?
Honestly, Likely was one of my tops, but I love Richard Picard. I think that was to me that was a slam dunk because all I'm picturing is him and Scat together. Like either him blocking runs so Scat could get the ball running, or Scat and him making blocks so the Dart could get going. I just think the two of them together are going to be a force.
Definitely,
So I'm really excited about that.
definitely
Hmm?
has Hardball's. That definitely what you always say. This is Hardball's team. That has Hardball's fingerprints all over it.
Well, yeah, they're all
100%. And I
ex-Ravens that
love,
we signed. So,
Yeah. Well, hey, and the mascot.
yeah,
And the
and the
mascot. That
mascot.
yeah,
that was such a funny tweet when
I
I
seen
saw
you
that.
smirk. I knew you were going to.
yeah, that was funny.
So
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I think Harbaugh did the thing. I'm excited.
Yeah, Dawn's been cooking nice chicken parm the last couple of days. Karan, would you say is your favorite move so far?
It's hard to say. I don't have a favorite right now. Listen, I'm not. Maybe I'm in the minority, and I've had conversations with this with like some of my Giants friends in the chat. Shout out Harbaugh's hit list if you guys are watching. I know you guys will appreciate this. I said this with a couple of my buddies. I'm not, maybe I'm in the minority. I'm not overly excited about bringing back ex our own free agency, our own free agent class. Maybe it's just me, but like guys like Flott, Wandale Robinson, they're like upset that we didn't get him back.
No.
We were 3-14 with him. We'll be
Right.
3-14 without
I
him.
agree with you.
So
I agree
Yeah.
with
I'm
you.
not like, so I understand we brought back Illuminor and I like that signing, anything to help up the offensive line. But I'm like, if he would have left, okay, we would have replaced him with another offensive lineman. So yes, I like the fact that we brought back Evan Neal today, which I'm sure we'll
Yeah,
touch
you
on.
touched
I
on
don't
that.
as any
No.
magic beans to get him right. Okay, God bless him. They'll be worth the contract right there. But yeah, do I like this? There's been no wow move yet. There's nothing. I wish we would have nailed another wide receiver to
Well,
pair with
yeah.
Neighbors. Maybe we draft somebody. I don't know. The tight end's nice. We drafted it. We traded for a nice tight end a few years ago that turned out to be a dumpster fire. If you don't remember, with Darren Waller. So
Yeah.
I like the Likely signing. It's a nice weapon for Dart. We'll see. Obviously, Ricard being a fullback, we got some offensive line help. I do like Tremaine Edmonds from the Bills.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
the
that was
Bears.
that's the other one I
Um,
forgot
Mhm.
to
so
on that.
the linebacking core. So yeah, there's been some nice pieces. We'll see how it plays out. There hasn't been that wow move for me yet, and I don't think there will be in free agency now. I think we've spent everything we
Yeah.
can spend. So it's just what are we going to do in the draft? But yeah, I mean, bringing back our existing class was not at the top of my list. So guys that have left to go to Tennessee or to go to other teams that are offering them big money. Listen, thanks for your time here. I appreciate it. Once a Giant, always a Giant, but I'm not going to miss some of the guys that have
Speaking
left yet.
of,
I know.
Yeah.
I find it so funny too that Flott, Bellinger, and Wandell all went to Tennessee with Dable. It's like
Right.
Dable.
And
These guys were a part of you losing your job. I mean, I don't
right.
know what you think you're gonna do
You
with them
have,
over there,
well, to
but
that
like,
point, you have Sala and you have Dable, two
right?
Jet
Yeah.
and Giant, two of the biggest dumpster
failures.
fires over the
A
last
100
10 years in New
yeah,
York, and now that team combined to make one
Yeah.
giant team in Tennessee.
yeah, they
I don't,
It's
you
between
know,
almost like they're tanking already.
Yeah, yeah, and
100%.
and the funniest thing was it's just one after the other and after the other, and it's just like, okay. And like I was saying this whole time was there's no way we're gonna re-sign Wandell because it was gonna
No.
be 20 million, and between paying Slayton that money last year
Hey,
slash just
hold on.
overpayment.
I didn't get to tell you my favorite part yet. Let Danny finish.
Okay, yeah, yeah, finish.
No, I want
$70
you to
Uh
million
finish
dollars
'cause
for
she just rolled her
Wandell.
eyes. She just rolled her eyes, but I like what
Be
you're saying. Finish, Danny.
no, I just had a feeling that he wasn't gonna come back and he was gonna make too much money. The flat one was disappointing, but
Yeah,
it is what it is,
I
honestly.
can
Yeah.
agree with that,
I
and
think
because
I think with the move with Washington, from the Ravens, even though he was hurt last year, he could step in at safety and on the nickel spot, and he could be very
I
beneficial
guess
for us.
CP like that, and he's
Oh, he's
pumped his
reading my
So,
fist.
mind.
just sorry, go
No, no, it's
finish the thought then.
yeah, it's just gonna make it easier for me because that's exactly like all right, so me and Nina have this little joke because she hates Shane. I like Shane. I don't I don't love Shane. I like Shane. I know he inherited a mess. He took a shot on Dable because they were cool together in Buffalo, and he made Josh Allen. I feel like he made Josh Allen better. And like everybody rags on me for my love for Daniel Jones, but before he got hurt, he had the Colts in the playoffs this past year, and that's why they brought Rivers in because I think they wanted to sign him. They wanted to keep him long term, and they just signed him for another 2 years, 100 million, because they feel like he can carry that team. I like Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was in a crappy situation the whole time with us,
yes.
no line.
No, I'll
Saquon
agree with
even
that,
sucked with us. That's
and,
why
like,
we didn't
how
sign Saquon. But he
right,
didn't have
but
years like that
how
with us.
many and that's, like, the same thing, like, with Saquon, like, he's a phenomenal athlete, you can't deny that, but he wasn't doing anything on the Giants.
No, and
He
he
goes
got
to the
offered.
Eagles. So it's all to me, like, there's so many players that are terrible when they're with the Giants. They
They went
leave
on
the
and been
Giants,
great
and
other
it's like
You
they're
places.
guys, you guys
they're
haven't
superstars.
mentioned the best
They're
free
Hall of
agent signing
Famers.
yet.
What's
You
that?
guys
What?
haven't mentioned the best free agent signing we've had so far.
What's that?
Our kicker. We don't
We
have to
did
watch
have
Oh,
Graham
I
kicker.
Gano
know. Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna come full circle. So my favorite signings likely. And the reason why is because
Yes.
I've always had high hopes
Me too. He's won
for.
me a couple of fantasy leagues.
Yeah, I've
But
always liked him, and I play Madden, and when I play Madden, if I'm not the Giants, I'm the Ravens, which is cool, and I use him a lot. But he's good in the red zone. We struggled. I always felt like I've always had high hopes for Bellinger. I've always had high hopes for Theo Johnson. They're good. I feel like we got the better of the two. It cracks me up. They gave Bellinger and Robinson like $100 million
between the two of them.
between
So
the
wait,
two of them. And now we
so
got Likely and
Ricard.
Neighbors and like I mean, like, I'll take if you would have told me let Robinson go, we keep Darius Slayton. There's a Darius Slayton plug. We keep Darius Slayton, get rid of Robinson, but add Likely. I'm on board with that 100%. That's a red zone threat. We got Scatterboo. Now we got a blocking fullback. That's Harbaugh's
right.
all over it. So I got to give Shane credit. That's what a GM's supposed to do. Go get the players your coach wants. He
It's
he
not
he he brought he took a shot on Dable. He inherited a team that had terrible cap space. We got good cap space now. We got a dominant coach now. We're
Listen,
getting
like it or
players.
not, Shane's going to be here. And if everyone's predicting the Giants to have 8 or 9 wins,
Yeah.
he's
Danny,
not
yeah,
going
I
I
agree.
anywhere,
I
like I
understand that.
said.
you
So
can't you gotta give him props. I mean, you gotta give him props for that. So
if
like
Shane's not here next year, then something went horribly, horribly wrong this
horribly,
year with
horribly wrong.
Harbaugh.
That
So,
means we had a terrible season. And I don't think
yeah.
we're gonna have a terrible season.
I'm on a different level than you guys are. You could say whatever you want. I'm on a
Hey,
different level. I'm
No,
not
I don't
giving Shane. I'm
disagree.
not
I
giving him
don't
and I
any
disagree
credit
with
for
you. If
anything.
you I don't think the guy's done a great job either. I don't think he's going anywhere based
No,
on
I
the
understand, but I
circumstances that
also
we
think
have.
he's getting a little too much credit right now for doing these things. I think Harbaugh had a lot more to do with who we have on the team right now.
he had to
Like,
make a lot of tough decisions, and one of them was Saquon Barkley. And honestly, he gave him a deal. He offered him 3 years,
no,
42
yeah,
million,
I'm not.
and
That's
he
so,
turned it
yeah,
down. That was more money.
yeah.
Like I
That was
said, the
more
problem with
money.
that
I
is that it
always
was
thought,
filmed. The only thing with
Yeah.
that is
If
that
it
it was
wasn't Phil,
broadcast on
if it
TV.
right,
If it
wasn't
wasn't
Phil,
filmed, we wouldn't have had that mindset
Right,
of
so
him.
like that's where this all
100%.
starts. And then the
and he went
McKinley.
to Philly, and he went to Philly.
The whole thing
Yeah.
was broadcast about how you went to Philly, and it just sitting
Right.
back watching it, it just made it look 10
Yeah.
times
But
worse.
the
But
I hate
like,
when those.
that's not where my dislike
I
for
just want to real
Shane even
quick. I know
started.
I don't want to be rude to
Yeah.
you, Christy. I just want to
No, it's
add one
fine.
last thing. Just come full circle. Karan, the kicker. I love the kicker pickups. We struggled.
Yeah.
We couldn't even kick a field goal. We
We're
lost games
actually gonna
because of a field
yeah,
goal
we're gonna
kicker
actually care
and
about
punters.
special teams. Yeah.
Now we got like two of the best at their job.
supposedly we have the best
Great.
punter or the highest paid punter, and now we have a
Yeah.
kicker. So
Yeah. So like now we just sealed up the special teams, an area that killed us in games. Like games. We
Forever.
lost games because of
Our whole
punts
lives.
and field goal and extra points. Like
Yeah.
sealed that up. And then Flott. I really do like Flott. I think Flott could
Yeah,
be a great player in this league. But you know what? That's where I
we had
agree
3
with
wins
everybody.
last
We
year.
got
We
the
don't have no
draft
great
coming.
player.
You got a draft coming. And we're
We
establishing
do.
a winning culture. Fill that spot. And I'm Washington.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It's replaced. Everybody on this team that won 3 games
Washington
last
fits
year
the
is
system.
Yes.
He was
replaceable.
playing well. He was playing well in Baltimore. He fits the system.
There's like
So
3 guys on this team that would be untouchable to me. 3. It
So
would be Andrew
Burns
Thomas, Burns,
And Burns.
Andrew Thomas, Burns, and I guess Malik Neighbors. I mean, obviously Dart, the
So it's
quarterback,
4
Andrew
guys.
Thomas, and Brian Burns, Malik Neighbors. Those are the 4 that I'm like,
You can't touch.
you can't touch. Everybody else, if they left on their own terms or had a free
Mhm.
agent deal or got traded, I'm like, all right, even if it was Dexter Lawrence, he had an
Right.
awful year
He
last
was
year. He
brutal
was
last
awful.
year.
So
I said the
like,
same thing. I
Might
said
have been
that
a
too.
morale thing. That might have been like what you
Yeah.
said last night. It might have been
Yeah.
because it's a bad attitude, but when your team sucks, you just don't.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd love some of these guys to come back, and if they did, great. But I'm like, I'm not losing sleep over the fact that Cordell Flott, Wandale Robinson, and Bellinger, and
No.
like again, we lost with them, we lose without them. That's how I like. If we went to the divisional round of the NFC title game last year, and now we're losing these pieces, it's a different story because these guys helped us get to a certain level. Now you have to make up for that. Going if we talk about the Knicks later, it's kind of like if we lose pieces on this team with the Knicks, like a Bridges or an OG, that's where you're like, all right, how are we going to make up for that? We went to the conference finals last year and possibly this year. Like, you don't want to lose those pieces. But with the Giants, I mean, 6 wins in 2 years or whatever it was. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Right.
lose sleep over that.
So where would you say we would go for the rest of free agency? Obviously, you mentioned wide receiver. Another corner would be huge. Interior line. If you had if you had to press the button right now, which spot would you preferably go, other than wide receiver? Because we all mentioned that a little while
Cornerback,
ago.
cornerback
Corner.
for me, for me,
Offensive line
100%.
for me. I'm still building on that offensive
Yeah.
Yeah,
line. We
still
got
O
depth.
line.
I even forgot to
O-line.
mention D line too. I wouldn't mind going there as well.
I
Where's
think
that?
the O line, but again, the O line was solid last year. It
Yeah.
was solid, and the D line still has some very formidable names on it. I just our secondary just was.
Yeah.
That's why I want that stud. Maybe I have a soft spot for like a stud corner. I want like what the Rams just did and made that trade for McDuffie and
Yeah.
made him the highest paid. Like, I want that
Yeah.
type, like a Sauce Gardner or a McDuffie, or like I'm trying to think of another
You
shutdown.
put a shutdown
Justin,
corner
yeah.
out there. It really
That's what
helps
I
out
want.
your
That's
pass
what
rush.
I want, man.
Unfortunately,
That's
those are too much in capital, and we don't have that right
yeah.
now.
That's
Now,
that's my
Yeah.
choice.
now
Yeah.
on the flip side, when you have a good pass rush and you got good linebacker play, that takes a lot off of your secondary and you can get
Mm.
away. So that's why I like Edmonds, and then we got Mike
I mean,
back.
you got Abdul coming second year, hopefully with better
Yeah,
coaching
I
around
think
him.
our
So
Well, yeah, and I think Harbaugh's gonna I think he's gonna be really super strict with him, and he's not gonna be able to get away with what he got away with last season. And that's where I kind of want to circle back to what I was saying before about Saquon not doing what he did on the Giants, but going to the Eagles. Like this whole Evan Neal re-signing, I know it has people up in arms. Like the guy did absolutely nothing. He's done nothing for us, right? Harbaugh clearly sees something in him that us fans do not see. It's a whole new there's a whole new coaching staff. So I'm all in on Harbaugh's decisions. And do
Harbaugh
I
we
like the
trust.
re-signing of him? Well, it is Harbaugh we trust.
I
Do
mean,
I
let's be
like the
honest. He's not
re-signing
going
of
to
him?
start. So
I
he's a
well,
No,
project.
unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, he's not going to
But
start. He's a
I don't.
project. I mean, he could he could work with him.
And
But like she's saying, like
it's
for
vet
him to,
minimum. Yeah.
well, I agree. For him to even consider keeping him around, it's not even
Yeah.
his regime.
That was wild.
He's seen
No, it
something, and
was,
then
but again, he sees something in him, and again, under different coaching, you don't know what he's
I
capable of
agree with
doing.
you.
Look at Saquon, look at Daniel Jones, like, you gotta give the guy I'm giving him a chance, again, because in Harbaugh we trust. Like, there's something there that we're not seeing, and if it doesn't work out, then he's gone. But again, and I've
Yeah,
said
it's a
it
low risk.
since
It ain't like
like, it's a whole new coaching staff coming in. You don't know what these guys are gonna be capable of doing. And that's what I'm most excited to see because there is so much talent that we do have on that field that's not been brought out that hopefully this season we're gonna be shocked. I
be
mean,
spectacular.
that's it's gonna be spectacular.
Let's just
But
get
So
me to play meaningful games in December, man. That's
in
that's
the
what I
hunt,
Will be,
that's
want.
I
brother.
just want to be in the graphic in
Just
the
be in the
hunt
hunt,
in
exactly.
yes,
December.
Lurking,
yes.
creeping, whatever you want to
Yes,
call it.
sir.
So before we go into the Knicks, let's talk about around the league because there's been a lot of big newsworthy topics. Since we are a New York sports show, we have to talk about it. Geno Smith is back with the New York Jets. They made a trade on I always forget we're not live. So they made a trade on Tuesday. The Jets send over a 7th-round pick and they get Geno and a 6th-rounder in return. So at first glance, we all laughed and we wrote, "Oh, LOL, same old Jets." What do you guys think about this move? Not being biased to one way or the other, I guess it's the best quarterback they were able to get that wants to actually play for the Jets. Would be my take.
But my question is wasn't he gonna become a free agent? Like, couldn't you didn't have to trade
Well,
for him,
yeah, you're
right? Like,
right. So here's my
so
take
that
on
was
it.
my concern about like why would you like just no one's
Right.
clearly no offense, Geno
Yeah.
Smith, but you're not like no one's like
Right.
racing for you or
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
very
it was
weird.
for them to
Here's what I've
trade for
heard. Here's
him.
what I've heard. And again, I listened to it y'all of yesterday, listening to ESPN and the fan and stuff and people's opinions on it. And obviously the first thought is same old Jets and LOL and all that. But here's the deal. This was the Jets being desperate because nobody in free agency was going to sign with them.
Right.
If you were a free agent, Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz, now if Geno was let go, the Jets were at the bottom of the list on
Daniel
terms of
Jones.
teams. He was never going to be a free agent. Stop smirking like that. It's
No, he
creepy.
did. No,
So
no one in their right mind would
He's
give
no
up
not
one in their
coming
two
right
back to
first
mind
the
was
round.
going to
Giants.
come to the Jets.
God,
No
I
one
hate
in
that
their right mind
crowd.
was going to pick to play to the Jets. The
Right.
thing with the Jets is they were desperate and the Raiders were going to cut him, but they ended up getting a pick for him and
Yeah.
still eating most of his money. So
Right.
the Raiders are paying 95% of his salary or whatever it is, but they also got a 6th-round pick out of it. So it was
Right.
like it offsets the just cutting him for nothing. Let's get a 6th-round pick. We'll trade him to the Jets. Now he has no choice but to play for the Jets because he's still under contract. So if he's a free agent and the Raiders cut him, he can go sign with whoever he wants. And the Jets knew he's probably not going to come back
Yeah,
here.
no one,
I
no
mean,
one would.
well,
So
that makes sense, obviously,
that's
then, but
how
like
it was
still, I
spun
don't.
yesterday. And
Yeah,
look at the
I heard
class
the
that
same thing, Ron.
look at who's available. You got Kirk Cousins, you got
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, you
Carson
got
Wentz was another name.
Carson Wentz, you got Kyler Murray. I mean, if
Hey,
if I'm a Jets fan and I'm not, but if it was me, I guess I would have signed up for Kyler Murray out of that
But he wasn't coming here.
group.
he wasn't coming
But
here, and then you got Drew Lock and Geno Smith.
right. So I hate to say it, but it's like, who's
And
the
Geno
prettiest
Smith was
one?
just a 2022 comeback player of the year. So he's the right choice.
It's honestly like
And he was
who's the
drafted there, so it's
best
a cool
one in an
story.
ugly
And if he
contest? Which one are you going to pick? So
and he
Yeah.
was
they
and he's
settled
drafted
on.
Super
there. It's a cool
ugly.
story. They can build off of that. Like the
It
old
could be a
And
Daryl
if
cool
they
Towns.
story.
suck,
It becomes full circle.
and if they
Like the
It could
suck,
be a
old
cool
Daryl Towns,
story.
baby.
If they suck next year, they get their choice of QB
There you
with
go. And you
3
break the
Leave
old
it to
first-round
the
narrative
picks.
down.
Jets to become the second pick in a one quarterback draft this
My
year.
God,
So
Speaking
imagine if they like get like the top pick next year because they suck again and then they're like
they get
Archie
Arch
Manning.
Manning.
I would be furious though. Like,
That's
before
the
we
goal.
switch,
That's their goal. That's not a secret.
kids,
That's
I
what they
like
want to do.
before we
I
switch,
clearly
before we switched to Knicks, and we were I said Geno Smith better wear his old jersey because, like, if you're going to come back, the fans ain't. If I was a Jets fan, I'm not buying your jersey, so you better
know
wear
if
your
any
old one.
honestly, I
But
don't know if any Jets fans right now are gonna even
this,
go to games. Like they're furious.
yeah,
I know
this is
Jets
like
fans that are not
I want
happy
You
OBJ
go
at
to the
all.
games.
It's
You go to
like
the games
it
to see
was
who they're
like
playing.
us last year when Russ signed, and we're like, oh my god, okay.
Yeah, but I want OBJ to come back. I really do. I think it would be awesome.
As
I
long
think
as he's a 4th or 5th wide receiver,
Good
then
Yeah, I'm
shot.
okay with
everybody's
that. I'd
okay.
love him to come back.
yeah,
Absolutely.
when they put that petition out, he's seen it and said, "Well, oh
I
my
signed
god."
it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I signed it. He was one
he
of my
commented
favorite.
on it. So like bring him back, him and Dart.
Didn't he play for Harbaugh in Baltimore?
Yeah, last year. Oh, 2
Yeah.
years ago. 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
Didn't
there
he?
you go.
He did
There's
a
a
little
connection.
stint, so he could be another Raven. That he could be the 8th one to come over. So,
And I want him to wear this jersey, and I'll wear it to the home opener. Let's go.
Yeah, we
Right.
finally
Yeah.
cut Hyatt.
He did
Cut
sign
Hyatt
and play with
Williams.
Lamar. I mean, obviously he's been on
Hyatt's
single
done.
teams for.
No, I'm
Breeze-
saying because he's wearing Odell's
You got me
number.
excited. I was like, I didn't hear that.
I can just wear a different number. That's all. He just
No,
has to
he
wear
could
a
be
different
gone.
number.
He could kick
But
rocks.
again, you
Or-
don't know. Like Hyatt could be the breakout.
No, stop.
I'm
Stop.
I like
just
Hyatt. I
saying,
always liked Hyatt. Like,
oh
look,
my god,
year-
he's so bad.
the year we beat.
different coaching. I'm
Listen,
just
though.
saying. I'm
Listen,
trying to be like
Danny.
optimistic. Glass half
You
full,
guys
guys.
are-
Glass
you guys
half
are-
full.
Glass
like,
half full. Give me
all
this
right.
one, Lowry. Listen,
my
Danny.
God,
The year we played the
stop.
Vikings, the year we played the Vikings in the playoffs, he had a
He
really
wasn't even
good
on
year.
the team. He wasn't even on the team when that happened.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was in. He called a
No.
touchdown.
No, Hodgins. I'm talking about Hyatt.
Hi, I thought you were talking about Hodgins. I'm sorry.
I was like, what are you smoking?
I 100% agree. You can cut. She's talking about Hodgins, aren't you?
No, I was personally talking about Hyatt.
Yeah,
That's who I was talking about. Hyatt.
yeah. Cut
No,
his ass.
Hodgins. I'm glad he's back. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
Yeah,
that
Hodgins is awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not awesome,
for what
but
he is, I like Hodgins too.
yeah, he played
Yeah.
well for us that year. And then when we let him go and just picked him up again recently, he played
Right.
well again. Like he's a baller, man. He plays hard for this team. I like it.
Right. No, Hyatt. I was talking about Hyatt.
I am so
That was
sorry.
so
I was
funny.
like, what? I
Yeah,
want
cut his
whatever
ass.
Chris is. I'm like, well, I want whatever Chris is smoking. Time.
Oh my
Seriously, I
god.
need it.
She just gets me.
I was like, I'm like, I get that you guys are homers and you make me look like I'm miserable, but I'm like, my God, we're defending
Dude,
Jalen Hyatt now?
I just got off track. I heard.
Oh,
I
no,
was
I
talking about
hear
the
you. You heard the
number.
H.
I was
Yeah.
talking
I'd let
about
you
the
take
number.
it.
Nina, you said something about the number and OBJ's number, and that's
That
what
was
made me
me,
think.
and then you like
Was
went
it
off a
him?
tangent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, screw Hyatt.
That's great. Yeah, I'm like, okay, let's regroup. Daniel Jones, we have to talk about it.
I love him.
His agent is the greatest agent of all time. He deserves a gold jacket.
I know,
$100
I
million
need his
for 2
agent.
years is
Love
insane.
him. 50 million
For someone
well
with
deserved.
2 leg injuries this year, on top of everything else, God bless him. Good luck in Indy.
Yeah.
If he makes it back in time, it's Achilles. We all know how crazy that is. So, I
Wait,
guess
do
no
we
harm or no
play?
foul.
Are the Titans? We play them at MetLife, right? Or is that
mean
an away game?
I have to look. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Forget. I thought it was
Yeah.
home, but regardless, I'm going to that game.
Oh, the Titans. Yeah, we played them on the road 4 years ago. So that
Yeah, that
was
was the
Dable's,
home opener
first
of
game.
Dable's first game. Yeah,
So we
Yeah.
play them.
too.
They're at MetLife, right? Because
So
I
they're
know
at
They'll be at
MetLife,
MetLife this
yes.
time. Yep.
that's a game we all have to go to for
And then-
sure.
I'll be
I'm
there.
there.
So I'm already
Yes.
there.
Kron. Hey, real
I gotta
quick,
see
we're
what
talking about
schedule.
Daniel Jones, right? And then I want to talk about Brian Burns' softball game real quick.
Yeah.
I want to make sure everybody's going to that. Is everybody
Yes.
going to that?
I'm waiting
Yeah.
on
May
tickets.
30th.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. I haven't bought tickets yet, but I'm planning on going.
I have not either.
All right. Well, we should be able to get tickets. I just got to,
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not gonna kill.
I'm thinking about. I'm just getting LP. No, will you stop it? I'm thinking about. I know you won't. I'm thinking about LPG. I'm thinking about talking to him and asking him to come on a little bit before and talk about
And
it
promote it.
Sure.
on Empire. Yeah, and I'm, I'll give him a shout. And then I think we all should go. I think that'd be a good time, a good chance for us to all hook up. So
Yeah. Well, I'll be there. I would never
I
miss
know,
it.
I know you're there. You were
Ryan.
the first. You probably bought the ticket 2 days early.
Definitely did. I think it it was like 9 o'clock when they said they were available, and I was like, click.
Yep, I know you did. And then real quick, Daniel Jones. I've been a Dan Jones supporter since day one. I've always liked the kid. He works hard. He plays hard. I feel like he's had like the worst case scenario things happen to him his entire career, and he always bounces back. And everybody just rags on him, and it's all because nobody thought he should have went 6th overall. And it's like, all right, so what? It ain't his fault. And he went out and he played, and the team stunk. And then he took us to the playoffs that year with nobody. Saquon wasn't
Yeah.
doing nothing.
No,
Like
come on.
Yeah,
Saquon.
no.
Saquon's the reason why we made the
No, he
playoffs.
wasn't. No,
You're
he
really
wasn't.
gonna get me off. Are you
I
out of
am.
your
I'm gonna
mind?
fire you up. 'Cause you know what?
Are you out of your mind?
I recall
Oh my
us playing.
If
I think it
Saquon
was,
wasn't on the team that year, we would have not made the playoffs.
I
and
think
you
it was the
know that.
Colts. I think it was it the Colts game or the Lions game? I think it was the Lions game. We played somebody and got smacked. And from that point on, Saquon didn't do nothing. And it was
That's
all in Daniel Jones's hand the rest of the year. And that's why when Saquon turned down that deal, that's why they signed him. Dude,
Chris, this
and
is
if you
not a
can't
great take of
win,
yours. I'll be honest. It's not a
what's
great
that?
take of yours.
you're
It's
out.
not a
You're
great
out of.
take of
You're out
yours,
of
to
your
be
I
mind.
don't
honest.
care. I don't
It
care.
was 3 or
And
4
if
years
you
ago. Let bygones be
and
bygones. It was
Yeah.
not. It's not a hot take.
if you
It's
didn't get
not a
hurt
good
last
take of yours.
year, Philip Rivers never would have played, and they probably
Right.
would have been
I'm
a
just
decent
I
saying.
run
get
into
it,
the
but
playoffs.
again, the first
But
thing
you
he said was if he
saying
didn't
that
get hurt last year, he's always hurt.
always.
Always.
He's
I'm
always
That's
sorry,
why
he's
he didn't get
always hurt.
That's why he didn't get 3 years, $150 million. They gave him 2 years.
Okay, but he's always hurt,
Right,
including with the
and I
Colts.
gotta give him that, like,
When
he
he's
always
on the
bounces
field, he's
back.
good. When he's not, it's
He'll be
fine. You
there.
gotta.
Yeah.
He'll be
All
there. He'll be
right.
there week 1. I have no doubt in my mind Daniel Jones will
With
be
the
there week 1.
Yeah,
Achilles.
and then to week
be there.
7 until he strains his neck or something, then we'll
Protect
see.
him.
So
Oh,
so
he's
again, the
great.
Colts O line now got him hurt. First it was the
Oh,
Giants,
he
now it's the
did play
Colts'
for the
fault he got
worst
hurt.
O-line in NFL history for 2
Right.
years with us
Right.
and got
Right.
sacked
Right.
like
right.
73% of the time. I mean, let's be
His
honest. I think that
Achilles
was
did. His Achilles
call
did
him Bobby
explode
Skinner,
and
he
his
would know.
broken leg.
He was on the ground more than he was off the ground.
100%.
All right,
Let's switch to
let's
Knicks
do
for a
Knicks.
few.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
the every other week New York Knicks. 1 week we're high atop we're pumping our chests. We're going to be the greatest team in the league, and then we get in a couple game losing streak the following week. Unfortunately, we're on the losing
no.
streak part of this episode. 2-game losing streak to both LA teams, but we started the road trip on a hot note with kicking the living crap out of the Nuggets.
That was nice.
That was very nice. Then 2 lulls the last couple of nights, another back-to-back, which we don't show up. And then tonight, Wednesday night, we are playing the Jazz. We don't know what
Jazz.
happens because that's going to be starting up soon. They are
Any minute.
they are trying to tank. So even with our worst effort, we should be able to beat them tonight.
Right. Well, depends on what team shows up tonight too.
That's all it
'cause
is. It's
gonna
the
think-
consistency
But-
that you've been talking about. It's
But and it is,
100%.
but
Cat.
it's so frustrating. Like Jalen Brunson should be allowed to be in a slump, and we should
You
still
should be allowed
winning.
to take a night off.
Okay, it's not right.
He don't even miss a game.
He reminds me of Eli Manning. He's the
Yeah.
Eli Manning of the Knicks.
He don't even miss a
Dude,
game. Like, take
Come
a
on,
night or two
Bridges.
off.
What did you score 9 points in 3 games? I'm sorry, that's unacceptable for a
I
player
want
like him.
Karan's take, really. I mean, Karan, you're
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Karan.
I'm ready to put them on the back of a milk carton. Where
Okay.
are they? Because I just
I said
and
it.
I'm not being nice anymore. Like I'm
Karan,
sorry, I'm
Karan
not.
is by far
I
the
s-
biggest Knicks fan out of the 4. We all
I
love
said
the
it.
Knicks.
2 weeks ago, before our little hiatus, I said I'm not going to get too high on good wins for the last 20 games of the season, like we did with Denver, only won by 40. Yes, that was nice. But I knew we had the Lakers and Clippers coming up, and I was a little skeptical about that because you're spending 2 nights in LA back to back. If you guys remember, now this is not an excuse, but you could make an excuse if you want to. They played at 3:30 on Sunday,
Time
which is
change.
12:30 here, along with daylight savings times changed. So if your clocks are all screwed up, you could take that as like 11:30 in the morning to go play a basketball game. So yeah, they
Yeah.
were flat. They were awful against the
And
Lakers.
then the jet
No-
lag going
Yeah,
across
but
the
and
country.
if they were playing more, again, I'll use the word consistently
Consistent.
all season long, then I would accept that. But it's
They
like
just
to
came off
me,
a
that's
10
not.
They just came
to
off
me,
a
that's
10
nothing.
game. The last 10 games were against very good teams. You had Oklahoma City, Denver, Houston, the Lakers, the Clippers, San Antonio. You had a couple of games in there that were winnable. They had 10. This was the gauntlet of games, 10 games. They went 6-4. If you look at the last 10 games, they went 6-4. Very respectable. Now comes the last 16 games of the season. If you look at the schedule, we're playing Utah, We're playing Indiana twice. We're playing Brooklyn. We're playing Washington. I think we're playing the Hawks. We're playing teams that do not want to win. They
Do
are
not lose to
openly,
Indiana.
actively
Don't lose to
tanking.
Indiana.
We have
We could
the
go into
easiest
500
schedule
trip,
left.
yeah.
We have the easiest schedule left statistically
Get
throughout
fat.
through the rest of the season.
Win
15,
12 of
16
those
games.
games.
I'm telling you, go 12-3, go
There you go.
13-3,
12-4.
12-4, and we
Get
lock
fat.
up at
Yeah.
minimum the
Not
third
4.
seed. We're 2 games behind Boston for the second seed. Now I know Boston is all scary now. They got their star back, and who knows?
Hey, I'm with
just
you,
saying they're
girl.
still ahead of us. Yeah, you guys can brush that off all you want. The fact is
Well,
they're still
and
the
you
second
brushed
seed.
the
I mean,
Pistons
they're
off,
still the
though,
second
so I
seed,
am
and they just
brushing the
had
Celtics
one of
off.
the best
I got
players that
99
came back.
problems. Boston ain't one,
I'm
bro.
more scared of the Pistons than the Celtics. Sorry, like
100%.
everybody.
All right.
I don't
Well,
understand. You guys all
realist,
brush the Pistons off, so I'm not. The Celtics to me are
nobody's brushing the Pistons off.
nothing.
The Pistons are 6 games ahead of us in the standings. They're not going to make up 6 games on the standings with 16 to go.
I'm with
They could
Karan.
make up
not.
2.
I'm with Karan.
They could make up 2 against Boston. They could, but Boston did reload. I mean, that's the fact. They got a healthy Tatum now to go for that stretch run. If you ask me today, who's the favorite out of the East, but forget the Knicks for a second. We're going to pick the Knicks. I
Celtics.
get it. If it's Celtics or Pistons, who are you guys taking in a matchup right now?
Celtics.
I rest my case.
Pistons.
Yeah, bullshit, BS.
Telling you
BS.
guys.
You
I
got
believe in
Karan
the
cursing
Pistons.
tonight.
No, dude, I
You're gonna
told you. I believed in them last year. I told you even before the season started, I thought they were going to be
Yes,
the
we
number
all
one
said
seed.
they were going to be better, but if it's the Celtics and Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, if it is, you're taking the Pistons over the Celtics to win?
Because he's a dog. He's
Yeah,
a dog.
I
He's
get
the
it,
only
but,
other player
I mean-
other than Brunson I would want on my team as my leader. We
No,
might
I
even be
don't
better with
see-
him on our team.
Listen, Cunningham's a monster, but
We might
Detroit's
even be
gotta,
better.
Detroit's
So
still
good.
gotta,
He is
he's still
so
gotta
good.
prove it. Boston's been there, done that. Again,
Prove
it's a agree to
It's just-
disagree. I mean, it's
and the
whatever.
only
But
reason why I say I'm more scared of the Celtics, though, to be quite honest, because it's a great
I ain't scared
NBA
of Tatum.
storyline. Like it is, and they're
That's what you
coming for
said.
blood right now.
and let's
You
be
know?
honest, Detroit
So is
hates us.
Detroit.
Detroit hates us because of
Right.
They
probably what
both
happened last
hate
year.
us.
Boston
We broke
hates us because of what
Tatum.
happened last year.
Right, we
Detroit-
broke Tatum.
So-
We knocked the
Detroit
Pistons out.
hate
Like
us.
those both teams are coming for blood, and that's why
We're
I
not going to
just.
play them both.
And I
16
know
games
that.
left.
I
16
know.
games left. Just go 12-4. You win 53
11 or
games.
12 wins. We got this third seed.
12-4, you get 53 wins, and you probably lock up the 3 seed.
I think
Yeah.
That's how I take it. And again, I'm not going to get. We beat the Jazz, great.
Close.
Obviously, you don't want to go into it losing to Indiana and Utah. Again, with the next, look at the schedule. We're playing a bunch of teams
Golden
that
State
do
on
not want to win.
Sunday. Golden State's without Curry on Sunday. They already announced that. He's out for another 10
You got
days.
Utah, Indy, Golden State, then Indy, Brooklyn, Washington, New Orleans, Charlotte. Those are your next 5. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
We gotta
good.
go 5. We gotta go 5-0 in that.
Charlotte's
Listen.
good. Yes, they're a playoff team right now in the East, but
4-1.
they're and then after
And
that,
Indiana,
it gets a
Indiana
little.
just plays us well, but I don't want. I feel like that's the big one for us. I feel like make a statement. They always play us tough. Go out there and beat
Right.
Indiana both times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
So
Please.
tonight-
Siakam decides to play, and it's annoying.
I like Siakam.
So
man. He's
yeah,
one of my
certain
favorite
things.
players.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying.
Listen,
it's
we've
just,
got a few
they're
guys that have been.
annoying.
You
Yeah.
can't buy a shot. Brunson's had a
No.
bad couple of games. He was
Yeah.
great against the Clippers. So was Towns.
Yeah.
Towns, in my opinion,
Yeah,
has played
where's
really.
the
He's
Towns
played
He
Yeah.
very
has
well.
been. Here's the thing, guys. We
He's
did
keeping us
go on
afloat.
that really nice run. We did win like 8, 9 in a row. Like that was a big win streak for us. Like that was a moment where everybody was down and out. We thought we were falling apart. Nobody thought we could win the title. Remember, that was one of our bad weeks, and then we went on an
Mhm.
8 or 9 game win streak. So the
It's
downfall is that we
Bridges.
got
The
shellacked by
downfall is
Boston, you know.
Bridges. The way he's
It
playing.
is.
The
It's
downfall
Bridges.
has been
Yeah,
the way
it's-
Bridges is playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Bridges went
100%
over
agree with you.
87 the other night.
What
Yo,
a
Danny,
bum.
when you sent us that meme with him sitting with the 0, I lost.
That's inexplicable. You can't have a
What a
game where you don't
bum.
score.
I never
No,
seen
it's
that.
unacceptable.
That was the first I seen it that day.
He's a crumb
And like I
bum.
said, with Brunson being, yeah, I gotta go.
All right, we'll just wrap it up.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for talking the Knicks just now. We're going to wrap it up tonight. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Empire State of Sports. Of course, to the Shake and Bake network as well. As always, thanks, Nina, Karan, and of course, our producer. And thank God for him doing all the hard work. Topher, Pete. As always, as Danny B,
Like
have a
Boston.
great night.
Thanks,
So-
Delusional.
guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.